This is kind of a special organ because while the instrument is new mechanically, the pipes of the organ and a very few components, like some of the mahogany casework, are from a 1916 pipe organ in a Catholic church just outside of Boston.
It's neat because it's an old instrument, a 1916 Hook and Hastings organ from another space that was renovated and expanded and made new for our space by the incredible builders at Greenleaf Organ Company. It's magical because it has this really lush sound from 1916, but it still sounds new and fresh, both sound-wise and for our parish.
You could break the installation down into 3 parts. The first was bringing the structure and the big heavy pieces, the wind chest, putting the building blocks in place. That process was culminated in the delivery of the pipes and the installation of the pipes in New York.
Anybody want to go up there? I'm gonna go up there?
The second phase of that has to do with running all of the low voltage electric cabling for the organ action. The third phase, once everything is in and working and making noise, is to not only tune the organ, but to visit each set of pipes and each pipe individually. And there are just under 1,700 pipes in this organ.
What I'm doing is making these very small adjustments with, as you can see, many tools, and that ranges from just opening and closing toes, changing the amount of wind that a pipe is getting so that the ensemble works the way that we would like it to in the end. I think the most exciting thing for me is really hearing the entire instrument take shape as an ensemble in the space.
A little loud, mostly chirpy.
Try that.
An instrument like this, perhaps more so than a modern American organ, has voices that are very soft, maybe much softer than normal, and some voices that are very loud, so the range of expression here is particularly exciting.
It doesn't really have any limits. That's for us to figure out, and us to, it's more so what can't it do, how far can we push it, and the longer we play on it, the more that's going to grow.
Some of the finest music written over the history of Western music was written for the organ. And so it's an instrument that has the ability to evoke emotion, but also engage the intellect. So that the organ seems to have an emotional element that can respond to the situation at hand. It seems to me that it can be kind of a spiritual instrument because it's got this lightness of feet that it can kind of go in the moment.
This is my place. This organ feels like my baby. I'm incredibly proud of it, incredibly proud to be here and to get to operate it. And it's magical, and I'm just grateful to be a part of this experience.
It never fails that there is a sense of awe and like, well, here's this instrument that breathes and has a sense of life. A good organ, a good player can, in the context of a sacred space and a sacred liturgy, reach a person in a place that maybe they can't even articulate. And it's my hope that people experience that in part because of this instrument and in part because of what's already happening here. Good Shepherd. And if it does that for people, I would consider this to be a grand success.